Financial institution settings. If you want to reconcile to an online file downloaded from your bank, you'll need to set up your financial institution before you can import downloaded files and work with them. Click on the button to reconcile to an online file downloaded from my bank. A drop-down field will appear that will display any financial institutions already included. So if your financial statement appears, simply click on it to select it, and then click on the next button to continue setting up your opening bank balance. If your bank or financial institution is not in the list, you will need to download a file from your bank's website to use as a template. If the bank has multiple download options, select Excel or comma separated value as the file type. Then click on the Add New button to set your default financial institution. Click on the Browse button to locate the bank file you downloaded and open the file. Your data will show up in the preview window. Step 2 is to answer the questions in the bottom left corner of the pop-up window. Is there a header record? This refers to whether there are column titles in the data. For example, date, description. In this case, the first line is simply data, so we answer no. Are the fields separated by tabs or commas? Most banks use commas, so try this option first. As you can see in the example, the fields are separated by commas. How many fields are there in each row? For example, in this example we have date, description, money out, money in and a balance, so there are 5 fields. Step 3 is to assign the fields. For each field in your bank file, select the field type to map it in the program. There is a drop-down list in the field called Field Type. Now this might be a bit tricky if your file does not have a header record that tells you what each field is. Most bank accounts display the money out and money in separate fields. And as there is only one transaction on each line, 2 commas may appear without an amount displaying. However, the second comma indicates that there is a field that has to be accounted for. The other thing to be aware of is that the bank classifies money out as a debit and money in as a credit. So in our example file, the first field is the entry date. Field 2 is the description. Field 3 is money out of our bank account, so that needs to be classified as a debit. You'll notice that another comma follows. This is because the field is for money in. So even though it is blank, it needs to be set as a credit. The 5th field is the balance. Okay, so now we've assigned the fields, we simply need to provide a name for this bank, and then record the URL that you used to download so you can access it from the program, and then click on Save. This will take you back to settings where you can click on Next to enter your opening bank balance.